It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
That music is by John H. Lawrence. Google him. Look for his music. The music he sings just speaks to me,
But try and vote every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts.
baby. Let's rock and
Sometimes I
roll.
think though it's just
Sometimes you think, baby. Sometimes you think it's just getting worse. That's not what I thought it was going to be, baby. I don't think any of us thought we was going to be down this road. But guess what? We are, baby. We've been down this road. For us and for this Blue Dot family, this makes 7 years in one day. Today's the one day. Tomorrow's going to be another and another until we just, anyway, fade away like an old star. Anyway, it is Sunday, and I'm glad y'all are here. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had time to relax and enjoy whatever weather you may have had, whatever friendships you have, whatever enjoyment you get out of a week. I hope you had plenty of it, baby, and I hope the stars shine on you all weekend long. Anyway, Carolyn and John Machesko, first one to, oh, darling, she just got her new license, and boy, how to shit my back is nothing but nuts. Anyway, I wish I was near you. Anyway, Carolyn, John, thank you for being here. Dorothy Tyndall, Nancy Halverson is here. The remixtress is with us. Thank goodness, always like that. Bart Larson, Randy Peterson, no Freer this week, buddy. You bet you back home on the beach, huh? Hell of a life, ain't it? I'm telling you, Randy. Always a pleasure to see you, brother. I love you dearly. Anyway, Gene Shanky's here. Linda Gallup is here. Uncle Fatty is with us. Much love back. Let me see. Jeanette Miller is here. Jay Clayton. And John's still dealing with stuff. Oh, bronchitis. Oh, man, but I bet Jay Clayton takes damn good care of our Stephanie Dean, and we want to thank him for that. I just thank you, Jay, for being such a guy, banjo, guitar in the moonlight, rose in the mouth, and wine, and you can't compete with this guy. It's not fair anymore. It moved on me. Beige Noor, Mr. Chick is here, Irene Lambert, BW is here, and Penny Hartleben, thank you. Can't have sound on. Oh, that's all right, baby. Just read our lips. There you go. Kelly Harris is here from Fort Worth, Texas. Bob K is here, and I always appreciate his input on our Discord channel all the time. Dwayne Dwizzle. Jesus, I can't get shit out of my mouth. Let me get on down here. Mark is here. Jess Coggins. I'm scrolling by because I got to get down to the end. I go back and read this, but I love it because everybody's just saying hello to everybody, which is the way it should be in this family. Yes, it has been 7 years yesterday that I opened my mouth and I first started ranting and raving. I did it constantly never missed a day, and I know over 2.5 years before I missed a day, and then came back the next day. And it's been like that for 7 years, and I'm not about to give up now. None of us should. Are you shitting me? Have you seen the news lately? I want to go slap somebody. with the news that's setting on my TV, harking about how Donnie might win and all this shit, how the polls are all up in his favor and all that. Are you shitting me? Some people should just be ashamed, hold their head in disgrace for still supporting that man. But they do. They do, and he hasn't lost that much popularity. But maybe we're the vanguard. We're the ones that stand in his way. That's what this is about. 7 years of standing in that may get as much. I'm nobody. Nobody. And look what we have grown in this family. We have over 135,000 family members in this family. That's a lot of voices. We're not the biggest, club on the block, but we have a voice, baby. And our blue dots belong to other groups. So it just crabs out, man, like a big spider web, baby. And we need to keep that going because it's that important. Especially if you listen to the damn news like I did. Piss you off, you listen to that shit every day. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
You're muted, Bern.
Well, let me unmute myself so I could tell you that I'm doing okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
How's our littlest blue dot doing?
He's doing pretty good.
Is he? Good.
Ended up on the honor roll, not quite 4.0 this time, but he's still
Cool.
pretty high up there. So 3.5 this time. I gave him a little slack.
All right.
Week
Just a little
grade.
tap this time. Don't let it happen
Just
again.
a little slack. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he's doing good. He's doing
Good.
good.
Glad to hear that. And Mrs.
Yeah.
Chick,
Yes, John.
how are you doing, darling?
I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Tired?
Well, between the...
Shouldn't be out dancing
Yeah.
all night,
Oh, I know. It's rough. Usually in my pajamas by 7:30.
Yeah, let's
Right.
don't talk time right now. I'm not a happy
Okay.
camper.
Oh,
I
yes,
don't like
yes.
this shit one bit at all.
They
Yeah.
have fucked with everybody's circadian
Right.
rhythm again.
Really?
Yeah.
Look what we got to go through again.
Yeah.
It's already
I
dark
thought we
outside.
passed the law for this to stop this nonsense, but obviously, well, Washington, what can we say?
Something we're gonna live with, though. It just torqued me off first thing this morning. I'm thinking, oh man, I'm already an hour behind.
Oh, no, for real, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's start off real quick by thanking Lucky Girl, who came in with a $7 Canadian donation, which translates to about, do the math real quick, $18,000, and said, congrats on surviving the past 7 years and 1 day of cray cray. Oh, I didn't hit that good. There, that's centered. Thank you very much, Lucky Girl. I appreciate it tremendously. It's been, I did a little rant on Saturday. And
Yes,
because
I saw that.
Did you? That was 7
Yeah.
years. And
Yeah, it's a long time, John.
it is. But it depends on which path I'm looking down. When I look down the path of what this family has grown into, what I see going on in that chat right now,
Yes.
that's the heart of this family. And to see it grow so far, and it warms my heart. It just makes me feel good. It inspires me. And I look down.
Well,
and
it
yell
lets you know you're not just a blue dot in Texas
no,
anymore.
we.
You're a big family of blue dots all across
That's
this
what we are,
country
baby.
and literally all across the
All
world.
across
I
the
mean,
world.
come on.
Mhm.
Yes,
You know how far we
it-
went?
I
We even went down under.
I know we
All
did,
the way
but
down
before
under.
we get started with everybody else, I want to get out the Two for Blues.
Okay.
Because
Hold on, Dave.
voting is next week, next
It
Tuesday,
is.
in a lot of states going around the country, and we got a rah-rah-ree until the poll days. These are the poll days, and we need to get people out to vote.
My election is this
So-
Tuesday, as is a lot of people's.
Yes.
This Tuesday is the big day. There's a lot of things on the ballot in a variety of states all across the United States. And so if there's one in your area, be prepared, baby. If you haven't already voted, Tuesday's the day. So,
Yep.
and as always, we want to start off with our own Aaron Trombley, a blue dot who is running for town clerk. And yes, we go all the way to to where it starts, baby. And Erin, that's where she's at, baby. She's running for town clerk in Monroe, New York, and there's her Act Blue account. If you can donate a couple of dollars, baby, please do it, because it's a tough race up there. But she did get, hey, Bernadette, did she
She
get
got
an endorsement?
she did get an endorsement from her congressman. I think his name is Tonko,
Right.
Congressman Tonko up there in
Indeed.
New York, and he's out there promoting Aaron. And boy, big difference. And when you get other political people promoting you,
Yes.
you're on the right track. You're on the
You
right
know,
track.
yeah, yeah. For
She
local
would be
congressman,
good for Maria.
she would be,
Um,
because she's
yeah,
motivated to do the right thing,
yes,
and
she's
we
a
hold her in
smart
our heart.
young lady,
So,
and she's got a lot of things going for her. Besides that beautiful smile and
ain't
those
that
curls, I just
I know it. I
absolutely
know it.
love her curls.
I love her. Anyway,
She's a darling. If you know Erin, if you've talked to her in the past few years, because she hangs around, but right now she's busy
yeah.
and she hasn't been here, she is a wonderful, wonderful, loving person and very, very smart.
Anybody would be proud to be represented by her.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I would vote for her if she
in a
was running
heartbeat.
in my.
I might move up there just so I can
I
vote.
might even, risk the vote twice. Okay?
Hell, they accusing of us anyway. Anyway, let's move on. We got Adam Frisch, who is running against, guess who?
Oh,
Lauren
John.
Bobart.
Oh, yes,
Boo boo
definitely.
right there. This should not be a difficult thing to do here. You know, this is Lauren Bobart we're talking about here. So
Right?
yeah. And again, we always caveat this with if you're a Democrat living in a blue state in a blue district and everything's hunky dory in your place, think about turning your attention to these red states where we need your help. As you've seen in the news, this shit ain't over, and it's still not looking as great as we'd like to see it. Uh, Indeed, the polls say Adam is ahead. Thank you, Phyllis Harrison. Outstanding. Thank you, Phyllis, for letting us know. And who else we got? Travis said he's going to come fix my buttons this week. He said.
We have Ty Pinkins.
He's still doing so much. He's got things up in the air anyway. It's not mine. Anna Kaplan. She's running for in no.
She's running in
Shit.
New York to
New
replace
York.
George
Oh,
Santos.
George Santos.
And
George, that's
I had to
right.
put myself on pause because my little dog just got really excited
Uh-oh.
because the car pulled up.
Really?
Yes.
Over Anna Kaplan?
Yeah, he gets excited for Two for Blue, okay?
Okay, there you
He
go.
wants to put his
Good
two
dog, good
cents
dog.
in, and so he was doing that.
Anna Kaplan, she is running against George Santos. If anybody saw his little interview today on, I think it was Manu Raj who interviewed him on CNN, and holy shit. Uh,
That guy he's a piece of work,
he's a
y'all.
piece of cake, ain't he?
Oh
He
my
is
goodness.
something.
And he needs to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll get back to him in a minute. Anna Kaplan, if you want to help out New York and send them a couple of bucks to help get Anna elected out there and kick George Santos or whoever he is at the moment out of his
Whatever
office,
his name
whatever
is
his
this
name
week.
is.
Yeah.
And I want to hit. Oh shoot, my man. Where's my man? Oh, there he is. I always want to hit Ty Pickens just because I love the guy. He's running down in Mississippi. He's running for two, isn't he?
Yes,
Bernadette?
he is.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yes,
is.
he is.
He's running for
Yes,
two
he is.
offices at the same time. Multitasker,
Yes.
and he's an honorable man seeking to do honorable work, and I love his ass. So go check him
And
out.
we certainly need to change Mississippi. And I don't know if you have Lucas Kuntz on your list or if you know a button that
No,
has
but
his
I
name
don't. I
on it.
don't have him, but I
But
saw him
I'm
on the
gonna throw his
Discord.
name up
Please do.
in yes, because I listened to this guy today. This guy is amazing and he's running to replace Josh Hawley. Remember him?
Hauling
Running
ass Holly.
scare.
Hauling ass Holly.
Hauling ass Holly.
That's a
Lucas Kuntz will do the state of Missouri wonders. Okay? This is a down home guy that has everything going for him, and he should be in office. Absolutely. I like him.
That's what stimulated the conversation between me and Travis. Was that I need new buttons, is because I went on the Discord and I noticed him in the main chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I had
And I
posted
thought,
him up in Discord today.
I need to get him in there, and I want to appreciate
Yes.
who was it that put the Project 2025 in there. I noticed that too.
I think that was me.
Is that you? Well,
Yes,
thank
of
you,
course,
because
because I'm
everybody
trying
needs
to
to look at
I'm
that.
trying to keep everybody informed.
Yes.
I also, put out the register to vote. You can go to vote.gov and make sure that you're registered. I want to talk about Ohio tonight and what's going on up there and how we need to make sure that the right vote gets in Ohio for
Indeed.
both measures. And also to let Ohioans know that the law's been changed and you do need ID to go to the polls. So make sure that you go check the website so that you have the right form ID, because they are not accepting everything. You go to the Secretary of State website, they will tell you what is the right form ID will be needed to cast your vote unless you're voting by mail in Ohio. So please do go check that out.
Indeed. Indeed. And let me thank Adam Hewitt, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hey all, anyone who's close enough to the Minneapolis region Blue Dot Meetup gathering at the Chatterbox in Minneapolis tomorrow at 3 p.m. Come out." All right, look, I love that shit. It's at anyone close to the Minneapolis region Blue Dot meeting up gathering. Are you shitting me? Will be at the Chatterbox, and I assume that says Minneapolis, MPLS, in Minneapolis tomorrow at 3 p.m. So if anybody wants to go meet some other Blue Dots, I love that shit. Thank you very much, Adam Hewitt. And Jake Sellers just came in with a $10 donation and said the New Hampshire presidential candidate is a swing snake in the grass. Really? The New Hampshire presidential candidate is a swinging snake in the grass. Thank you, Jake Sellers, for letting. Who is that? Who's running from New Hampshire? For what? For president? Anybody know? This is a Jeopardy question.
New Hampshire.
There should be music.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
evidently he doesn't got that much name recognition, Jake. So hopefully, if he's a snake in the grass, nobody elects his ass. I don't care what side of the fence you're on that statement. If you're a snake in the grass, we don't want your ass. It just takes, yeah.
Because we're about done with snakes.
Yeah, done with snakes. Anyway.
The last one likes to hug flags.
Yeah, he's still hanging around. You can't chase the little shit out. He's always there. Anyway, Aussie Dave.
Yo, how you going, guys?
I'm sorry for making you wait there, brother.
That's all right. I'm used to waiting. How you going, guys? Hey, Bernadette, Michichik, America, and I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Ken Buck, for speaking the truth and declaring to the people that follow Trump, you're a bunch of idiots in not so many words. Yeah. I'm pleased to see that Meadows is being sued by his publisher for lying in his book. And I'm also pleased to see that 2 billionaires who own hedge fund companies, who are big GOP supporters and did support Trump in 2016, have now detached themselves from the Republicans, saying that they have lost their way. So the people that's supplying the MAGA people all the money to keep this bullshit up, they are leaving, and good politicians are leaving. I don't know how good Ken Buck was. I don't know if you guys like Ken Buck or not, but at least he's done the right thing.
Yeah, when you do the right thing, it doesn't really matter. When that issue stands on his own, does it matter where he stands else? If he does the right thing, that's all we're asking any of them to do. Do the right thing.
Ken Buck decided to leave because he was getting death threats.
Welcome to the Republican
Him
Party.
and his family were getting death threats.
From who, Bernadette?
From his constituents.
From his own.
Right, from the right side. He's getting
from the right wing.
From his
extreme right wing.
constituents.
Yeah.
I'd hate to think that the left was doing that. I'd hate to think the left would shoot that low.
No, these are his own voters were threatening him because he didn't vote for Jim Jordan.
Antifa,
Okay.
as the right calls us, we're stepping back and letting them kick each other in the ass all day long if they want over
Well,
there.
that's
Yeah.
that opens another door because the rumor over here is, or not a rumor, the buzz in the pub say, well, is that the reason that Gates got stuck into McConnell and wanted McConnell out is not McConnell. The last
Damn! Look
speaker.
how quick we forget.
I know. McCarthy.
McCarthy.
He wanted him out. You know why? Not because of what we're led to believe. Apparently, he was pressuring McCarthy to stop the investigation on him about the sexual problems and the issues, and McCarthy wouldn't do it and couldn't do it, and that was apparently the underlying reason for Gates's
Matt Gaetz
vengeance
has got some
towards
serious
McCarthy.
problems, legal issues that he's had simmering in the background for a long time for some really nefarious shit, you know.
Well, this new guy already wants to cut your Social Security. He's declared that in some interview that he wants to get a committee together to talk about Social Security and welfare. What does that tell you?
Well, that's the answer the right has to anything. They're pro-life right up to the time you take a breath. Help? Oh, no, we don't give you help for that. Pull up your bootstraps and get out there and get a job.
This is nothing new.
But,
This
you
is
know,
That's
they-
nothing new. It's the same
They-
bullshit.
they've
They
been
just
saying that
repackage it up
shit
in a
for
different
years.
commercial. You
Well, they're
know.
all claiming they're doing the bidding of the people, but Tuberville, he said, we united behind him. I seen him knock down every one of those hundreds of frickin' promotions live.
Oh, Tommy Tubershit?
Yeah, he
You
knocked
saw
those
him
promotions
in the
live.
Senate? Yes. 61
yes.
times, Dave. 61
Yes.
times that man stood up and objected.
And
Because
his own
his
party
panties
calling
are
him
in
out.
a wad. He does not give a shit about our military or anything else in this country. He wants you to obey his God. That's the bottom line
before
with
that
Tommy
meeting-
Tubershit. Whatever he thinks that is.
Before that meeting, he said it before the meeting that we're united and the GOP
Yes.
is united. Now, when he came out of that meeting after knocking down all those promotions, he said we've all got to get on the same page. Well, what is it? Are you united or you're not on the same page? I mean,
He was
you're a come-line bag of shit.
That's what he was telling reporters, that he had broad support amongst his Republican colleagues for his hold, and yet all of them up on there on the floor, are you shitting me? Are telling him to get over your shit. This has gone on. This is a dangerous world we live in. Look at everything that's going on. Hell, Tony Blinken
got
was in
two
freaking
task
Iraq
force.
today, in Baghdad. You know this shit's getting serious all over the freaking world. And Tommy Tubershit wants to hold on to his panties up his butt just because transportation is being paid for female service members to have medical care. Are you shitting me? Let me catch up here because Blue Karma came in with a $5 donation. Blue Karma, thank you very much. Fan came in with $2 and said need to uphold the 14th Amendment in all states. That's why we have the Constitution. And Mary Humphreys came in with $10 and said for whatever the need fund. Darling, thank you very much. Unfortunately, there's always a need around here for something. Thank you all for that. I appreciate it tremendously. It's a new month and we're starting a new tab. Let's see if we can get to it. Anyway,
this Gaza thing is getting ugly because it's
Dave,
dividing the world. It's
it
dividing the
is.
world.
It's dividing.
No, it's been ugly.
It has been forever, but since the
But
attack,
the only ones against a two-state solution is Israel. They're the only ones resisting a two-state solution.
Hamas doesn't want a two-state solution.
I
Hamas
would-
wants
I
the
would-
destruction
I
of
would-
Israel
I
outright.
would be more. I would say Netanyahu is
Yes.
against the two-state solution.
Netanyahu does not want a two-state
because
solution.
the people,
He wants to
of
take
Israel
West Bank.
don't want Netanyahu.
Netanyahu, I keep, my kids keep asking me about Netanyahu, and I just keep telling them, he's like the Trump of Israel.
Yes.
Yes,
That's who Netanyahu is. That's how come Netanyahu and Trump got along so well. It's why
Yeah.
Trump and Putin get along so well. They know who they're
And they have
talking
the same
to.
problem.
Yes.
They have the same problem. They're
Yes.
trying to start a jail, both of them.
The people of Israel are very upset with Netanyahu.
Yes.
Oh.
An
With
unpopular
Netanyahu.
prime minister. and it was a
Yes,
battle
he
just
is.
to get him in there. You know, as far as the battles that are going on now, everybody is torn on this shit. It needs to stop. The suffering is going on. I know the need for Israel to go in there and flush out Hamas. I fully understand that.
Yes, flush out, not attack the whole country.
There has to be some kind of give to the people on the ground to get them out of there. I don't know what the answer is to get Egypt to open the Rafah gate and let more and more people out, because that's what needs to happen. People need to get the hell out of there.
Well, what happened in Afghanistan when you went to Afghanistan? Same thing. If you go into Israel or Israel goes into Gaza, it's going to be like another Afghanistan.
Yes, this thing could spread all over the place. Right now, the reason Tony Blinken is in Iraq is to try to get the message to Iran to get them to stop.
He's done it though. He's succeeded. He has disarmed the Iranian anger at the moment. He has created. He has brought the meter down from number 10 down to number 7. It's not over, but he has weakened the threat.
All over the place, and thank goodness for him.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
Yes,
thank you, Joe Biden, for doing this.
Yes.
Don't have these. I'm sick of these MAGA pricks being interviewed saying, "Oh yeah, Biden's over there now creating a pact to rig the next election." This is what MAGA people are saying, being interviewed. But he's over there doing. Well, Blinken's doing good work over there.
Let's not get so worked up about what MAGA is saying. They lie, and we know it.
That's
Do
true.
they really?
That's
really?
true. You can't argue that point.
Everything that come out of their mouth is a fucking lie.
Okay.
Yeah. Verbal diarrhea, my dear.
I'm just, today was.
This ain't nothing new.
Today was I was every time I stopped in front of the MTV to hear the news, I was pissed because all the news is talking about is look how much Trump is going to beat Biden by. He's ahead in 5 swing states right now. That's what the news is reporting. That 5 swing states have him ahead.
Which news? Which news though? That's the question.
Let me see.
Which news?
I know it was on CNN.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, well, there you go. I've said that before. CNN sure is leaning sometimes. Argue shit.
Whoa.
Let me catch up here. I got a couple more donations for you. Let me see. Shirts. Oh, I'm going to mess this up. Seshi came in with a $10 donation. Thank you, Seshi. I appreciate it. And Jake Sellers came back with $10 and said, I was talking about Phillips. Hey, he's a fence-jumping donkey. He worships Trump. I'm not a snake in the grass. I'm a blue heart. Oh, Jake, we didn't talking about you, brother. Jake was talking about Phillips, the guy running in New Hampshire, right? Where's the other company?
The guy who just stepped up. Isn't his name Dean Phillips?
Oh, Dean Phillips. Phillips. Yes. I'm sorry, Jake. You had to put you should have put the word Dean in front of it.
I'm not exactly sure, but
Dean Phillips. Yes, he's got his name. He is. He's from New Hampshire.
He just threw his name in the hat.
He's got his name in the hat now. He's gonna run against Biden. And Jake told me he's a fence jumping donkey.
He's the ages. Oh, Biden is too old. He can't do this.
I don't.
You know what? Biden is
don't
doing
sell
fine.
me that shit. Biden's doing fine.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
He's doing a great job. What did he just do? He just did something else.
Thing. If Biden is too old, then Trump's dumb ass is too old too, because he's only 3 years younger than Biden, and they're in the same fucking frying pan as far as I'm concerned.
If you put you put them up against each other and look at their mentality, please. Don't try to convince me that jackass is anywhere near that he couldn't touch the hem of what Joe Biden knows.
You see that Trump's rallies are getting, this is not just talk, they are actually getting smaller. They are getting smaller. And people are leaving saying it's the same old shit. They're sick of it. A lot of them are anyhow. The smarter of the dumb.
For some, they're not going to give up. Some are never going to give up. They are the cult
They've
members.
got nothing else.
They've
got nothing else in life.
And I hear Blue Dots who messaged me and talked to her in Ohio and other areas, how many Trump signs are around. They're in heavy Trump country. Really? I just, thank goodness, knock on wood and all that, all my Trump neighbors have taken down their signs, spare one. And he doesn't have a Trump sign up. What he has is a Let's Go Brandon sign. Two of them actually, one facing each way, so I see it when I go in and I see it when I come back. And he's got a sign out there about the Blue Dot family. He calls us brain dead fools.
I just got to make a quick response to people in the chat saying Trump is 3 years younger, Biden's 3 years older. They're both old white men.
Well, you know what I heard discussed today? I can't remember. It might have been on Meet the Press. I don't know. I watch some shows in the morning where guess whose name came out? Oh, I remember where it was. It was an interview with Bill Maher. And they were talking about the possibility of Gavin Newsom running. And because Gavin Newsom is popular amongst Democrats, he's somewhat of a centrist. He could pull in votes from independents. He's got good name recognition, and
he's a pretty face.
He's pretty safe, but he was also harping on.
No, I didn't say safe. I said he's a pretty face.
I didn't hear that last word.
He's a pretty boy.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, absolutely. He's out of a cardboard box. If you thought what a politician should look like,
thank you.
Gavin Newsom. There you go. But on the Republican side, if you wanted to pull out Mr. Badass, you can be him in anything. You can see Trump as a soldier or as an astronaut or just whatever it is you want to see him as.
Rambo.
That's his favorite one. They have flags with his head on Rambo's body. It just tickles me to death. Radiotron 47 came in with a $10 donation and said, "Thank you for everything." Radiotron, thank you, brother. I thank everybody that donates to this show. This is the only reason I'm on the air today, is because this is 7 years doing this. The first
Congratulations, John. Congratulations that you've lasted this long, because it's been a lot of effort. A lot of us have been there with you. It sucks the life out of you. It really does,
darling,
especially when you're fighting it and it's coming at you at all angles.
When I
Congratulations for you sticking in there for the last 7 years in one day.
I am not going to. I didn't give up then. Wasn't going to give up now. It became an obsession. Ask my wife; she'll tell you. I ought to go down to the pawn shop occasionally and go visit all the shit that I had to pawn in my early years. Everything I had, I went to the pawn shop to keep my ass afloat because I wasn't doing anything. I was pissed. I came on every day. I watched the news. I got an opinion. I came out and I let everybody freaking know it. I was mad. And I stayed mad, and I'm still mad. But I remember
watching that very first rant you did, and you was pissed. And you know what? You still get that pissed.
I do. I still get that
yet,
but
I come along, I seen
you motivated a lot of people to stand up and take notice as to what the fuck was going on in this country.
I don't think anybody started listening to me until other people did. So it's not me, it's y'all. Y'all got together. Y'all said, "Hey, that guy's right. And what he's saying is what should come out of my mouth, or what does come out of my mouth, or you think the same way I think." This is everybody here.
The first time that you popped up on my feed, and I said, "What the hell does this old redneck have to do with anything that I believe in?" But you know what? I also said,
I am so thankful you listened. I'm so thankful.
I'm going to listen.
Because
I'm going to hear what he got to say. And we should always have an open mind as to what the other person has to say.
You should.
Because that's how you get to know.
As a prime example of that, hello, KY. Hey, KY.
Oh, can't hear you, Michael.
Can't hear you, Michael. Let's bring in Michael now. He can't hear us. Wow. You're not lighting up at all. Nothing, Michael.
Mike, I think you need to be recycled.
I'm going to recycle you, Mike. I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you down, and at the same time, I'm going to come in and thank a fan who just came in with another donation of $5 and said, "I know I'm just one guy. Lord, Van, I understand you. I know I'm just
Yeah.
one guy, but can we just avoid the Israeli-Palestine topic? The thing is quite literally making me sick. My depression is getting bad. If you're paying attention to this every day, it will make you depressed. It is heartbreaking, and it's difficult to talk
Well,
about because there's room on both sides for this argument. But there's
John,
limits. There has to be. Hold on, Dave. Let me thank
Jo-
Jake Sellers, who came back in with another $10 and said Trump was on the news and couldn't even point out on the world map, Hungary on the world map, and he doesn't know who the president is either. So yeah, he's a dumbass and always has been. I'm sorry, Dave. Thank you, Jake.
so I just wanted to change the subject as suggested. Do you all know or heard what happened in Georgia with the federal judge ruling about saying that there was he mentioned Georgia, Alabama, Louisville, and South Carolina. Those maps at the point of the 2022 elections were illegal, and it cost the Democrats 5 seats minimum. And he has ordered that these lines be redrawn
In
by
Georgia.
December 4th.
In
Georgia
yeah.
and Alabama, Louisiana, South Carolina.
Yeah, gee, what's up with
Yeah.
this
They've
shit?
been working on those for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is how the
They have
Republicans
to
win, baby.
redraw them.
They
They have to
cheat.
redraw the maps in Georgia now. Also,
Cost you 5 seats, apparently, according to the analysts.
because
It-
that's the only way that they not win but stay in power.
That's the way it here is in
And-
Texas.
And you know what? I'm glad that you brought this up, Ozzy, because there's something that I've been reading about for the last few days, and that now I have to go.
I pleased you. I have pleased you, Bernadette.
Oh, Ozzy, you please me all the time.
Oh,
God,
hey, listen. Watch it now. It's a family show here.
come on. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So what's got you pissed
look
off
at
about it,
brilliant.
Bernie?
What I've been looking at is the national popular vote, and what it could do
Which is
for getting around. The national popular vote is
the way to go.
actually it is. I've been looking at this. It's a oh God, the words are just escaping me right now. But it's an agreement among states to allow for the state to choose their elector as according to the popular vote in that state. Now, what happens is the Electoral College elects a president by 270 votes. And if you could get enough states that have enough Electoral College votes to sign on to this agreement, that collectively they would garnish 270 votes. Okay, enough states have to sign on to it, and so far 16 states have, which total up to 205 Electoral College votes. So there's not that many more states that need to sign on to this agreement that says that according to the popular vote in their state, all the Electoral College votes
Right.
would go for that popular
person.
vote. Whoever won the popular vote
It's the
in
people's
that
vote.
state. Correct.
It's the popular vote.
Yes.
It is one way to guarantee that your vote would actually count.
Oh,
One
imagine
vote,
that shit. Yeah.
one person, one vote. And
Yeah,
your
Well, at the
it is.
moment,
It's
at
a
the
push and it's a
moment-
possibility.
At the
Mhm.
moment,
It is.
what it is you go vote, and when you place your vote for yes or no, or him and her, or he or what, then they say to you, now you've passed your vote, let us work with that now. Well, hang on, that's my vote. You
Yeah.
want to do something
I
with
don't
it?
want you to work
This
with
is
my
electoral
vote.
Exactly. They
This
take
is the
your vote and
electoral
they go
college.
say, "Oh, your vote's going to go for this candidate, or
Yeah,
your vote's
yeah.
going to go
We
for that
determined that
candidate," because
as
that's
a
how
whole,
the state
your
has
group
that
over
set
here
it up.
decided to vote for
Exactly.
this. That's
What
not
you
who
want.
I voted for. Yes.
Yes.
In my own state. Do you think Texas would be red if it was not gerrymandered? No.
This would
There
be
are more
one
Democrats
way
in this state.
for Texas to go blue,
Yes. Yes. Let me send out a big old thank you to
because
TF.
it would take gerrymandered districts and toss them out the fucking door.
There you go. And that's what the problem is. I swear, I wish there would be a constitutional amendment to say what a district must look like in a state, there's got to be some boundaries, because you look at a lot of states that are gerrymandered, and some of these districts are just like octopuses. They reach out and grab
that's what the
specific
electoral
voters.
college is all about, is
That's,
gerrymandering this
you can
district.
work the
Now,
system.
how this gets around that is that the whole entire state would throw all the electors at the popular vote that comes out of that state. So if you have enough states that sign up for this, and those states add up to a collective of 270 votes, it gets around
Bingo.
the electoral college
There you
vote. It also is constitutional, because the Constitution says the states get to do with their electoral college votes how they choose to do with them.
See? And you always
Okay.
thought your vote would just stood on its own. No, not in this
Yeah.
system that we have. It does not. Let me thank TFA, who came in with a $10 donation and said, a blue dot from the bluegrass says, hi. Listen, folks, Biden's the man. I voted straight ticket for the Denham, Kentucky. Brave, brave, brave. Trump had war his entire term. Don't let them say we were at peace during his term. We had war. Are you shitting me? Because, yeah, that's the line he is trying to sell now. You know, Biden, he really messed up the war. He got all this. No. And not only was we had war under Trump, Trump did his best to fuck up the withdrawal out of Afghanistan as much as he possibly could before he left office.
Put a date on it.
He is. You bitch about the way the war ended in Afghanistan. Thank you, Donald Trump, baby, because he planned it that way. You think he was going to let his predecessor come in there and make some grand end the war move? No. He wanted to make sure it was shit.
He wanted to invite the Taliban to
he released the Taliban out of the fucking prisons that they were in.
Absolutely, and he was going to invite them to Camp David on September 11th. Hello.
Yes. Hello. Wake up. Somebody wake up. Anyway.
To make this agreement to give a date. Now, remember when he ran against Biden, he kept saying, oh, we can't give him a date, we can't give him a date, we can't give him a date. They'll know exactly what to do. Well, he gave them a date, and when we were forced to pull up out of there because he set a date, the Taliban, prior to that, went around and collected up all their villages again and walked back in. And that's the fiasco that we had coming up out of Afghanistan.
That's a good way to put it.
That was set in stone by Trump's dumbass.
Indeed. That's exactly what happened when Donnie went out the door. Hey, KY, did you make it in?
I'm in.
You're in. Hello, KY. How you doing, brother?
You know, I get a little bit frustrated when it's the B pre-show and everybody else's show, because a lot of us fellers like me, we like to come in and say what is on our mind without being...
You're absolutely welcome to do that. It's not the B pre-show. Okay?
I'm proud of Bernadette's voice.
Don't get me wrong. But it's always the same folks in here. We gotta have folks that are hillbilly ass motherfuckers like me that come in here to say what is on our mind as well.
Well, KY, you know, all it takes down there is for somebody to raise their hand. You know, we don't restrict anybody who you come into the audience in the Discord and you raise your hand. Because I don't want to drag somebody up here that doesn't want to come. You know, that some of these people may not want to come on the air.
John, I came here to say that we're losing a lot of people because it's the same folks that come in with the same, and it becomes them and not yours. Your show is your show, and that's who I am.
Well, KY, this is the way I look at it. Let me respond to this. My show, if you want to call it a show, my voice is in my rants. That's my podium. That's my desk. This is my hammer I'm going to pound on. This is what I've got to say. I treat this as just what it is, a family table. Anybody can come around this table and discuss any issue they want to. That's the way this works here. I want to try
Yes.
to remind people, don't walk on each other. Don't try to get in an argument back and forth with other blue dots. We're
Right.
all going in the same direction. But
Absolutely. I
that's what
understand
this
that.
is. You know.
We have to have diversity. Diversity is something that I
Sure.
look forward to in our discussion. And sometimes it's the same three people that come in, and either they
Are you shitting
make
me?
the diversity,
Outstanding.
and you know what I mean?
Well, I understand, but I don't have control over who. I can't force anybody onto my show. There are things I wish I could do more that require, I need to upgrade my internet service, which requires another boost in my. Anyway, uh, you know, this is
I'm
this.
bringing
I bring in who raises their hand and want to sit around this table. We have
yeah,
a lot of new members, and I'm thankful for that. And I think the family is still growing strong. We went up another 100 on YouTube just today that I noticed.
yeah, you
So
are in together, but we have to have diversity. We have to have other people go
yeah.
welcome us in. Let's welcome everybody in on Discord to say what we
Well,
want to
when
say.
you say everybody, does that
Yes,
Not everybody
include
wants to
James?
talk. Not everybody
I'm
wants to
messing with you,
talk.
James.
Most people come to this show, and a lot of listeners come to this show to be reassured internally that they are not alone in the world or in America thinking that you're in trouble, or they can feel better to hear other people talk about the same feelings and issues that they have and concerns. It's sort of like taking an aspirin for a headache. And that's what this show is. It's an aspirin for a headache for the current situation. It's not a cure, but it's certainly a megaphone to say, hey, we're not all MAGA nuts, and there are real Americans out here. And yes, people are welcome to come and talk. Please do. I mean, I would love to see on John's show someone from India, someone from even the Middle Eastern states
I would love it.
who live in America
We
or
have
even
a
live
lot of
in.
family in Great Britain, and
absolutely, Elsie Dave. Absolutely.
yeah,
You're 100% right. That's what we need, diversity. Diversity is the most important thing.
diversity is what makes
Yeah,
Well, let me tell you this, right? You got world support against Trump. Not all about all your policies and all the other stuff, but basically the world is behind America against Trump. The 10% of the world that may not be are just, they're those nutty states. They're those religious, freaking always warring, always fighting, always bombing states or countries. But certainly the diversity, there's Hank in the Netherlands. He listens. He's still a member. We've got, what's the name from England?
we have
But
a
I
bunch in
wish they
England.
would come on the show.
A
I wish
lot has
Hank
to
would come on
do
more often.
has to do with the time difference and where people are. Indeed, Aussie Dave.
Exactly.
What time is it there now, buddy?
Now it's probably around, well, you started late, didn't you?
Yes. Well, we started
Normally,
late.
Normally, it can vary between your daylight saving and my daylight saving. Anything from 6:30 in the morning, you
Yeah.
start your show here, to 8:30 in the morning.
See, so Dave has to
So,
make an effort to get up and come in here,
yeah,
and I appreciate it, and I got a few thank yous to send out here, but as if she won't tell you, I will, and this goes for Miss Chick too. Bernadette has a passionate voice, and she knows if there's one thing I appreciate a passionate voice. She knows what she wants to say, and she's going to say it. I do not step on Bernadette, nor does she, step on anybody else. Sometimes when y'all get going back and forth, yes, you step on each other, but it's her voice that there's a long story there. Bernadette using her voice, and I'm thankful for her. A lot of this time that sometimes I come in this room and I look down there and I see Bernadette, Miss Chick, and nobody else is going to raise their hand. How are you going to fill up about an hour and a half of your time? Somebody's got to be running their mouth all the time in this shit. You can't let dead air hang out there in the air, just wondering what something. You have to have
Bernadette,
conversation.
John.
So
Bernadette,
is
I
a great
put her as
conversationalist.
She's the exclamation mark.
Yeah,
She's the
yeah,
mark you put after. If you want to make a point, you
no,
throw
Bernadette will make
Bernadette
a
in there.
point.
She'll make the
Yeah,
fucking point.
she'll make a
Yeah.
fucking point right on your ass. And I like that. Again, sometimes it has gotten heated back and forth. We try to avoid that because we need to remind each other we are all facing the same thing, going in the same direction. And that's what this whole show is about. We try to support each other in this family as much as we possibly can. And and I think we do a damn good job of it. The just, Pauline Hall sent me cat food, and bless her heart for it. Now we got Blue Dots sending other Blue Dots cat food or dog food or things they need. What that kind of stuff happens in this family, and it's just great. And I got a couple of thank yous because they're stacking up over here. And bless y'all's heart, thank you very much. Look, Johnson, bless your hearts, baby.
That is because Blue Dots, all our Blue Dot family is what we're doing is helping each other. That's the most important thing. But give voice to each other, to where everybody can come in and give a voice to say we care, we love each other, but we're not going to stop being who we are. You know, John, you got us in this direction.
Can I say something, please? And not to step on you, Michael. I have never tried to step on anybody. First of all, what y'all need to understand is Bernadette has no control over the Blue Dot Family live meeting. All I do is moderate YouTube and Discord, okay? But the Blue Room in Discord, not Blue Dot Live. I have no control.
This is
control
live, baby.
no button on this show. It's not my show.
Yeah, Bernadette has no control over who comes in and who comes out. Only I do that.
Exactly. I am only honored to be considered a co-host simply because when it's time to do the show, I'm doing my homework all day long, reading stories, gathering information, and trying to post something that's going to help somebody vote.
Mr. Chick and Bernadette both do that. That's why I cherish them both as co-hosts to this show, because both of them know with, and I don't want to go down this path, but there's times in my fucking day that just get bonkers, and I deal with shit, and then I have to come in here and smile and put my face on it and start running my mouth, and I haven't had time to get into the day's news or something like that. And that's happened a lot of times that I've had to come in this room and rely heavily on these two ladies to drag me through it. And I text Bernadette, baby. I tell her I got to lean today. That's what I tell her. Today I have to lean because I'm not ready. Because something pissed me off. Anyway, we need to.
I'll tell you why. Because sometimes you are everything that gave us every understanding to what we understand. And when we have B3 come in and she had a bad rant and it pissed a lot of women friends, and that happens, we have to get together again. Let's get this together again. You know, because sometimes I say things that piss people off because I'm a soldier, I'm a veteran. Oh, fuck, I might say something that pisses somebody off. Well,
chances are you will.
I've been known to do that once in a while.
Sure. All right, look, let's hold on a bit because I got a bunch of thank yous to give out. They've been stacking up over here while we've had this conversation. So let's get on with the business. First off, let me thank Louis Russo, who just came in with $10. Well, he came in a while ago. He said, 7 years. Happy birthday, John. Thank you very much, Louis. I appreciate you. You've been around forever, brother, and I love it. Jake Sellers came back with another $10. Said, some or most Americans vote for the popular, whoever their buddies vote for, not who is qualified to do the job. They need to start voting like they are hiring somebody to work for them. A truer statement never said. it's true. A lot of people, suckered in by who their buddy is. Whoever is the prominent voice in their little boy club, that's who they're going to vote for because they want to suck up to him. A lot of that goes on. You got to be able to stand up on your own 2 feet. In my neighborhood, standing up and saying, no, that Trump guy's an asshole. That's not a popular thing to do here. But I don't really give a fuck what their opinion is. They're entitled to it. I do not tread on their rights to do so, obviously. They don't mind treading on mine, baby. Anyway, Jake, thank you very much. And let me see. Keith Thompson came in with $5 and said the left needs to play hardball and expose the Trump's crime deeds for all to see. And that is what is going to happen. Let me get that button. Then I got to
need to fight fire with fire.
And the
Hey,
Chief
John.
Yes, sir.
Oh, where you had another call out?
I've got a couple more here. I got backed up.
Okay.
Keith Thompson came back with another $5 and said the left needs to, wait. Okay, that's a mistake because it came through twice. And Louis Russo came back with $5 and said, amen, Aussie Dave, thank you. So, Aussie, what you said, brother. What you said.
What did I say?
Well, that thing you said.
Bingo, fight fire with fire.
Evidently. Let me thank Fan, who just came back with another $5, said I would get on Discord and talk during the show, but I'm shy and I don't want to alienate anybody. Short statements work best for me. Fuck Trabbit and fuck maggot. Fuck Trump and fuck maggot. We have a lot of people like that, Fan, who aren't comfortable coming on the air.
That's why the chat's so busy.
That's why the chat is busy, and I want everybody to feel welcome into this, and that's the way we like to play this. Louis Russo came back with another $5, said thank you, Bernadette and Michichick. So yes, I second that emotion, Bernadette and Michichick.
Here.
That song is for you. And Crystal Waters came in with $5, said I'm so grateful for this Blue Dot family. Helps to keep me sane. Baby, I could say the same thing about all of you.
Are we caught up now?
We are caught up now. Thank all of you for that. That was quite a substantial run of donations, and I want everybody to know this is not, I run on a budget, baby. So yeah, on a night like this, yeah, my heart goes off, flutters a little bit because I know the next month might be a little easier. So thank you, every one of you, for that. I appreciate it. Now, Miss Chick.
I was just gonna say we do have some other people in the room, but
who's here?
We have Sissy Fuss and
Sissy
Uncle
Fuss.
Fatty.
And Uncle Fatty?
And James Wright.
Look at that. See? Word
All
goes
sorts
out
of
and people are here. First of all, let's
I just wanted to make a comment real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't know about other people, but people like myself, we enjoy listening to what you are saying. We may not have a lot of information that we want to contribute to it, but we appreciate the ability to come in here and listen to you and your opinions that you have. Not that we actually want to come into the room and make our own comments. So when you're talking about diversity, the diversity in this group is the diversity who are not only in it talking, but also for those of us who are listening.
Yes. The chat, those are in the audience right now, those that are listening. Right now we have, according to my little thing here, which is sometimes off, right now there are 225 people watching live. That's not bad for a live show like this.
A lot of people having Aspros, mate.
Yeah, by the time this show is over, I know on Facebook we'll have well over 1,000 views. On YouTube we'll probably be close to that. We're probably somewhere around 800. I don't do TikTok live yet because I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But I'm working on it because we have 68,000 family members on TikTok. And they don't get the benefit of this live because I can't incorporate the sound into it.
Can I ask where Sis comes from?
I'm not down in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh, this isn't the first time she's been in here.
Well, it's the first time I've met the lady.
Oh.
So I'm sorry.
I enjoy listening to what people are saying, but I usually don't participate in what's going on. But when, you had a comment going on there for the diversity and everything, it's like there are those of us that just simply don't like to come on and talk, but we appreciate those that are there.
That's what I think. A lot of people tune into this show because of the conversation. And whoever shows up, we're going to have a conversation. And
This live
that's the way it
chat
flows.
over here, John. This live chat is spinning like a Las Vegas dang old pull tab machine. I tell you what, this is screaming.
I try to tell people in the chat, because we're having conversation here, I watch that chat go by. And every once in a while, somebody will make a comment when it flies by. I'll see it and I'll loom in on it and back it up or something. But most of the time, I cannot see this conversation going on here. But I see BW just say hello to Harold. PS says diverse listeners. The conversation is going on heavily in the chat. And right now we have I don't know 10 people down there right now in the audience of Discord.
Can I make a statement,
Go ahead.
please, in my own self-defense? When we're on live like this, I really want people to know that I'm not just doing the live show, but I'm also doing the chat. And I'm maintaining the chat. I'm saying thank you to people who donate. I'm trying to put out messages to help bring people into the group. I'm trying to do the 2 for Blue. I'm saying hello to everybody, as many as I possibly can. It goes by really quick. I try to interact with people in the chat. It's a lot of work doing this. It's a lot of multitasking, and I want everybody to know that every dime that is going to this show goes to John. The rest of us are volunteers.
All volunteers.
We do this because we want to. That's all. So.
Well, I, for one, appreciate it.
And I will second that emotion. I do. Because both of them know. Bernadette and Miss Chick knows. There are times when John has a... Anyway, we don't want to go there. And it is. It's hard to, 7 years of keeping your mouth running.
I'll second that second. I'll second that second because, Miss Chick, Bernadette, you guys are doing mad amount of work. It's more than a full-time job for one person to keep up with what's going on.
It is.
And you guys are posting the information on the general chat page. You're posting, stories from YouTube. You're posting, local news stories. And that's what this shit's all about, is a conglomerate. You can cut off one of our fucking heads, but we're all going to still be here.
Let me throw in another thing, too.
And I'm really not trying to prevent anybody from using their voice. In fact, every live show, I'm inviting people to come and join us and use your voice.
Nobody knows how many people, except probably me and Bernadette, Miss Chick.
Well, I'll tell you who's listening.
Knows how many people have actually reached out, our Blue Dot family, reach out to Bernadette personally for shit. For stuff, for help or information or how to do something. There are a lot of things that they get, that people ask them because they are leaders in this family. They're knowledgeable. They're here all the time. People look at both of these women as leaders in this family.
And for anybody listening, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what we're here for. We're not here to shut anybody back. We're not here to say. No ills on anybody. You need diapers for your kids.
Sometimes the conversation gets heated, baby, because, we get passionate about it. Anyway, talking about passionate, I want to thank Mike and Beverly. It moved on me. Y'all are being so kind. Mike and Beverly Godfrey, who came in with a $5 donation and said, been a long time, love and miss you, Will. I didn't know you was gone. I thought you was there all the time. I remember that name from a long time ago. Jennifer Jean came in with $2 Canadian. Let me see, that's $2,000, and said, "Love from Canada." And we have a lot of family in Canada. Jake Sellers, be careful, buddy. You came back with another $10 and said, "I would love to drink a cold beer with you, John. Have one on me, buddy. Go Biden 2024." Brother, I wish we could all get together. And Louis Russo came back with $5 just to let her know. I love Bernadette. Hey, Bernie. That bong's for you.
Thank you, Louis. I know who you are, and I love you too, bro.
Bernadette's got a fan club of her own. And that's the way this family is, and that's the way it has grown.
But you know what? I'm not here for a fan club. That's not my purpose here.
Tough shit, you got one anyway.
To motivate people to get out and vote. Okay, that is my purpose here.
And she does. She keeps me online because I'll get off on a tangent somewhere, and Bernadette will bring me back. Is there somebody we have not said hello to yet? Uncle Fatty, we got. Okay, I'm just checking. Oh, James, there you are.
Bing.
Hey, I'm just listening. I'm just sitting here absorbing it all.
How are you doing, James?
I'm doing just fine.
And I want to tell Michael, I love you too, bruh. You do a lot for this show. You are constantly in here. You are constantly.
He's constantly
using your
promoting
voice,
us on other media.
You being here, absolutely, and I appreciate all of that. This is not my show. This is John's show. Okay.
That's the most important thing that I'm seeing from other women that we've had for quite some time. It went, damn, it became Bernie's show. So I'm looking at it in different ways than you are.
Bernie is a prominent voice on this show.
Is it possible that you have the wrong perspective? I'm just asking a question.
Not in my perspective, no, honey. I just go, oh, why are we losing people?
I didn't know we were. I did not know we were.
I don't think we are.
I have never seen evidence of that.
Anybody?
Well, if we're losing female voices, that's understandable. I guess I don't know, but when I hear from the females that are saying, I didn't know.
You know what? I invite anybody who has a problem to me to get in touch with me and let's work it out. We can talk about it.
The only time this show loses numbers is when we start talking
about losing numbers.
I think we're losing numbers.
The only time, guys, the only time we lose numbers and viewership while we're on live is when we start talking religion. People don't like talking about that shit.
I don't like talking. Okay? Y'all know me. I stay away from it as much as I can.
Or if we start talking about cooking and food, people come to this show for the politics.
That's what this show is about. But again, I remind us, we go anywhere at this table. You know, if we were sitting around the table at a big motel somewhere, and somebody over there is talking about blueberry cobbler, sometimes my ear goes, wait a minute, blueberry cobbler? I like that. The conversation I do, I let this go wherever it goes. The format of this show has always been, hey, I'm John, how in the hell y'all doing? Let's come up here and let's talk what y'all want to talk about. Like I say, my voice is on my rants. That's me. This is all me. That's what I believe, what comes out of my mouth. That's my statement. That's my the song that starts this show. I hope you listen to that. Because that line in there where it says, I got my house on a little piece of land. Baby, you don't know how long that line hits me in the heart nowadays. This is where I take my stand, baby. So that voice, every time I do a rant, that comes from my heart. This show has always been and will always be about this Blue Dot family and politics. So, anyway.
And for me, it has always come through that way. And as far as
hang on, guys.
One at a time. Go ahead,
ladies first.
As far as losing women and stuff, I don't think that's the fact. Like for several weeks, I have not been able to come in here, but it's simply because I have had to get my house winterized. So there are times when you're not going to have people there, but I cannot see where you're losing people.
I don't see that. And I hope we're not. You know, there have been disruptions in this family before. We have lost some valued family members in the past because of infighting. And that's still heartbreak because their names are up in my head right now as much as anybody else's name. People that really came a long way in this Blue Dot family.
That is exactly what
I
I'm
try
talking
to keep that from happening ever again.
We're losing the older generation. I don't know why, but I'm just saying that when I talk to them, most of the older ones that watch your show and do everything, you're losing them, and I don't know how to fix it.
I can't hold on to everybody. KY, if somebody wants to leave because of the format of this show, or they don't like anybody on this show in particular, and believe me, I say this from the heart because I've had this. This is what caused a big problem before. If one blue dot has a problem with another blue dot, get the fuck over it. That's the best way I can. That's the only way I could say it. This is a family, and that's the way that we play here. When you start attacking somebody else in this family, maybe so you don't think you're as much of a blue dot as you think you are. I don't know. I don't want that to happen. Anyway, speaking of lovely blue dots, let me thank Miss Linda for $2 and added to that fan club. She says, "Yay, Bernadette." There we go. Okay.
Get some.
Get some.
John,
yes, dear.
Change.
Can you handle one more voice?
I can handle one more voice.
Jorge's down there.
Jorge.
Oh, Jorge. See, and that's sometimes another problem. John can't say for shit. So, but I'm
Can
really
I ask you a question about? I want to change the subject because we're getting all mushy. We're getting all mushy and all off the off the line here. I want to ask you guys as Americans. I'm led to believe that RFK is pulling some good numbers. Is this correct?
No. Yes, he is. No. He's polling better numbers. Let's put it like that.
He doubled his numbers, but he's still only at 4%.
Yeah, and the news is going to latch onto that and go, oh, look at here, Robert Kennedy is on the rise. He's rising up. He's going to siphon up a bill.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
It's the dog and Parney show that comes on with anything.
High poll numbers. TYP is going a little bit on the.
RFK ain't got a shot in hell.
No, and no.
But can he siphon some votes off? Some people who are.
I think.
You could.
I think he would damage Trump more than he would Biden. I believe.
I think so. Because if you're really for Robert, you're out on a limb anyway. All right. In my opinion.
Meanwhile, we got Tiny Mike Johnson running around talking about defunding the frickin' IRS.
Well, that's the deal. He'll fund Israel if we just take $14 billion from the IRS, so nobody investigates anybody doing any nefarious within the Republic. Yeah. That's what that is. Really? You're going to tie it to cutting. See, that's the game that the Republicans like to play. Well, we want to pay for this. We don't want. Are you shitting me? Did you see the last guy was in there? What happened? All of a sudden, Bernadette out of the room. The last guy that was. How much did he add to the debt? $7 trillion? Trillion. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear no Republicans coming in here. So we got to cut that deficit. You assholes. It's the same bullshit they play every time. We have to be fiscally responsible when they come in the room. No, they're not.
It's ransom politics. They're holding shit for hostage. They're holding the IRS for hostage. Next week it'll be somebody else's funding. They want to, defund some public servant because they happen to wear a dress at night. Who knows? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Somebody just made a comment about, and here it is. MAGA Mike is trying, Mike Johnson. MAGA Mike is trying to hide his financial situation by getting rid of the IRS. Yes, he has some problems right now. And Fan came in with a $5 donation and said, "Love the current song, but I would love it even more if you could get John Lemon's Imagine. It is a beautiful picture of what the world could be." Brother, I have it right there. I love the song. I play it all the time sometimes, but they won't let me play it on here because copyright.
Well, I asked Chad if they had any questions, and the only one that came back was Fan, and he says, well, yeah, I'd like to know how we solve world peace.
That's a small thing.
Hey guys, did you see Chris Christie on the pulpit telling the truth about Trump, and then he got booed and heckled, and he turns around and says to the crowd, he scolded the crowd. He said, "You guys just don't, what a great thing to do." But he's just cut his throat. But
the word he used. I heard him.
Sorry about not listening to the. Don't want to listen to the truth.
What word did he use?
Deplorable.
He said the motherfucker was getting ready to go down. He was getting ready to go down.
He's bad-mouthing Trump, and the crowd was starting to boo him, and he called the crowd out. I can't
Yes.
remember the word he
You
used.
know,
It's a disgrace, is what he said. You're a disgrace to
For
support
the
that man.
country.
You're a disgrace to this
it's not
country, and
just
he's right. If you still support, I say it all the time. What the hell is wrong with you? You still support Trump? Are you shitting me? Just how stupid at this point? That's what I'm going to call you. If you vote for Trump, you are stupid. You know nothing. You voting on your emotions. You hate somebody for some bullshit, and you want to just really get back at them and fuck up everything. That's what some of these people are like. And you can't get to that guy, Bubba's Backyard Brigade. They're locked in, baby. They love Trump.
He says your
Jordan,
anger.
we're dealing with, John, as veterans, that we have to deal with these motherfuckers.
Well,
And that is
they're in
the
your neighborhood, brother. They're your neighbors. They live in your cities, your towns. Everybody's got Trumpers around them somewhere. Some of them are decent enough to hide their shit.
There's some listening right now, guys.
Yes,
Guess who I
there
talked
are
to
some
this morning?
listening right now.
I
I'm
spent
sure
two hours-
What
one or two of my neighbors might be one of them. They tune in all the time.
I
How
spent
What did
2 hours
Christy say,
talking-
keep
Paddy?
abreast with all the news? Hey,
There's-
What did
there's-
Christy say,
matter of
Paddy?
fact- Yeah. How you doing, Dave?
All right, Paddy. What did Christy say? You got the words there, obviously.
It says your anger against the truth is reprehensible.
Reprehensible. I'm sorry, that's the word I couldn't. It's reprehensible. That's what Chris Christie told those, and good for him. Do I agree
And
with
he
Chris Christie? No, but good on him for standing up and saying the truth.
Well,
That's
yeah,
right.
being an honest fucking Republican, how fucking can we not look at that as Eisenhower and Truman did the same fucking thing? They tried to warn us about what we're fucking going through right now, but no damn body wants to see it.
There's some major problems going on in this world right now, and we don't need somebody like Donnie who is self-centered. Everything he will do is going to be from revenge standpoint or a PowerPoint. The guy is going to give Ukraine to Putin. He said himself he'll end that war in 24 hours. Yeah, by making sure Ukraine loses and Putin marches in.
Yeah.
You know,
And he'll give Taiwan over as well. He will
well.
give Taiwan
He
over to
would,
China.
in a heartbeat. He'd make a deal that, I don't know, Trump gets some more patents over there.
Yeah. No, Trump gets a few $1 billion from
Yeah,
China.
that's exactly what it would be. It's a sell-off, baby. Jake Sellers came. That's pretty good. Jake Sellers just came in with a $10 donation and said one last comment. I love authentic. Oh, are you shitting me? One last comment. I love authentic tamales, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Come down to my house, brother. Blue Dot Greeter. Hey, Mark, thank you very much. Came in with a $5 donation. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you, Mark. I do, brother. Mark works hard to try to greet everybody as they come in the room and build a little
That Blue Dot Greeter, he's a hard-working son of a bitch, I'll tell you
Ain't
that.
Ain't he?
He is.
He
I'll tell you that.
He's always after.
Dave, did you happen to see Jordan Peterson's new music video?
No.
You guys, I'm telling you, you want to fucking laugh? Jordan Peterson put out a music video himself, produced. This is not AI. This is for real.
Right.
Okay. You know, he's the guy that wrote The Purpose-Driven Life. He's real big on recovery. Bless him for that. He made a huge impact in the AA community, the recovery community, with his Purpose-Driven Life book, you know, back in the early 2000s.
Right, I remember the book.
He's gone so crazy right wing that, you know, he's got all these memes and all these little caricatures that people clip out of his videos and make these memes out of and stuff. You guys, I can't even explain it. It's absolutely fucking bonkers. I want to call a 5150 on the guy.
He's gone off the deep end.
I'm telling you, there's some crazy. But I spent the morning this morning, you guys, talking to a couple of fellas that are currently not Proud Boys, but used to be, and they know this show. They know this show. They know the Blue Dot name, the Blue Dot legacy. And
we have grown this. And again, this ain't me.
No, there's more folks that are willing to listen right now, I think, you know, than ever in this MAGA movement. And just briefly, just to to touch on my point that I strongly believe is, we're all being gaslit. We're being straw manned. Every time we turn around, there's a straw man being lit on fire, and every time we react, every time we want to react, we can go push some buttons and we can get ourselves fired up on a cuss and pond video, or we can have a nice little mellow video, or we can go to the Maya Culpa videos and get all fired up with Michael Cohen, or whatever we want to do. But we're still creating a chemical reaction in our brain that is just a natural human effect of anger, of disdain, of
it's in all of us.
Of being triggered.
It's part of what brings us all together. It is a common thread between all of us.
There's so much similarities between us and them, and
that's true. Because I mean,
either side is pushing to us or them. It's a systemic, like Bernadette was saying. This goes back generations to Grandpappy's Grandpappy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But we're on the side of love for our neighbors, of humanity, and they're on the side of us versus them. And
wait a minute. All my neighbors, Uncle Fatty?
Oh, all of them. Hey, donkeys.
All of them, buddy?
Donkeys' lives matter too, buddy. Donkeys' lives matter
Butt
too.
Boy? I'm having a hard time with Butt Boy.
Well, you got yourself a nice little
I understand. And we do.
Yeah.
Not one of my neighbors can point to me and say, John has ever started any shit. John does not start shit. I do not put signs in my yard. I do not. Unless you do something, and let me caveat this because in case he's listening, unless you do something to me, you get nothing out of me. You do something to me, that's why I'm in front of your house. Just so you know. It was
Somebody's
anyway.
You sound like Donald Trump, John.
I just certain people, he knows it. He knows it.
Well, somebody's got to run the pooper scooper, Somebody's got to be
responsible. John's a pretty mellow guy until you fuck with me, and then I want to fuck with. Anyway, Louis Russo came back with another $10. Said, "Paying your internet this month, John. Thank you, Bernadette and Miss Chick." I second that emotion. Hold on, I got another one. Paul Christensen came in with a $20 donation and said, "Happy birthday, John, from a depressed blue dot in Northwest Florida. Keep giving old Donnie Hill, baby. Hold on to your britches, baby. Every day of the week we're going to be doing that." And let me see, Blue Karma came back with another $5 and said, "I dug a little deeper in my pocket and found another $5 for democracy." Thank you all so much for that. It above and beyond. Y'all have done just an outstanding. I appreciate it. Last month y'all did really great, which makes this month a little easier. What y'all are doing right now, that's December, baby. Let me see how come. Yeah, that's what's going to come in December. So
Sisyphus said she was down in Arkansas, right?
What's that?
Sisyphus.
Yes, she is. Yes.
Well, hey, send my love down there to Miss Sarah Huckabee. Her brain right now. She could really use some love. She could really use hug right now.
I'd like to see her in jail.
Sarah Huckabee? Oh.
And if you can't send love,
tell me the sad sorry that. What?
Hey, is that Randy Peterson's buddy?
He's a lecturer.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm still having chuckles over Huckabee. Isn't she a true protege of Donald Trump? Right?
Everybody's wondering where the lectern is. The podium. Where's the podium?
protege of her father.
Where's the podium? That's an expensive ass podium. I really would like to see the podium. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
All the Arkansas people.
Yeah. So do all the Arkansas people want to see the podium that she paid a high price for, and nobody knows where it's at. But
and it doesn't come with a microphone. The microphone's another 10 grand.
Oh, gotta pay extra if you want to use it.
Yeah.
Some wheels and a steering wheel on it, and just drive it around town so everybody can see it.
Thank you, baby.
Okay, now. Did you see Santos saying Santos got caught in the street by a reporter, and he said he's been proven to be cleared or whatever by this vote, that these charges against him will be proven false. He's doing the Donald Trump thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Learn from the best, and he can try it all he wants. What got me is the interview that I think it was Stephanopoulos had with Steve Scalise. This guy was just wanting to become speaker. Steve Scalise, what is he, the majority whip in the House or something for the Republicans? I don't know. He's something. Steve Scalise, six times, Stephanopoulos tried to get Steve Scalise to say whether or not the 2020 election was stolen. Yes or no. 6 fucking times, and 6 times his response was habada, 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 habada.
Now, word salad.
Yeah, word salad. Let's talk about this. Well, you know, it's about that over there. Nothing. You couldn't get that man to say it. And there's the Republican problem, is you can't turn loose of a lying, stinking, thieving, traitorous, treason. I could go through a list of words. You latched your lips onto his ass, and that's why Steve Scalise is not willing to be able to say that Joe Biden was the legally, officially elected president of this country, because they want to hold on to their little fantasy that it was stolen by the evil Democrats. We were powerless. They just took it from us. Oh, fuck off. Every one of them, fuck off. With your little bullshit. Steve Scalise should be ashamed of himself. If not, I'm ashamed for him.
I was broken-hearted, John, when they tore my world apart.
Well, we all were, brother. And now what's Donnie out there on the trail now saying? He's going to let the hostages from January 6th out of prison when he's elected. He's calling them hostages. He wants to infer that they are the same as the poor people that are taken hostage over in Israel. They're the same thing. They're hostages.
If he said that in Australia, if he said that in Australia, like if he was an Australian politician and said that, he would be censured, pulled towards into the parliament, and maybe even expelled for those inflammatory remarks. Because they're inflammatory, because they're pure lies. They are in prison because they broke the fucking law. Pure and simple.
Bottom line.
Yes. Isn't it kind of akin to aiding and abetting?
I believe it is. There ought to be a law for that, right? If you try to aid and abet people to overturn our government. Insurrection, I think they call it. If there was something that we could use. And that is progressing well.
Hell, Trump compared himself to Jesus and Nelson Mandela.
Well, you know, wait a minute now. Let's back up on the Mandela thing. How long did Mandela spend in prison? 23, 26 years?
There you
go. So let's stick his ass in 23 years. Let's wait 23 years. Donnie can come out.
27 years, John. 27?
27 years Nelson Mandela spent in prison. So let's go ahead and let Donnie sit in prison. He could write his own Mein Kampf.
He could run a company from there.
He could be president from there.
You know, he did say, if I have to go to jail for democracy, I will.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's pumping it for. He can make this claim, I'm standing in the way. They're really after you. I'm standing up to them. When they put me in prison, they really want to put you in prison. No. Not unless you try to break into our capital and shit like that. Yeah, we'll put your ass in prison.
Or hang the vice president. Or hang the vice president.
Or hang the vice president. Shit like that, you know. Let me thank Stephen Sowell. I know I screwed up, Stephen. I'm sorry. Stephen Sowell, who came in with a $10 donation through Super Chat. Thank you, Stephen. And Louis Russo, who came back, Louis, be careful, with $5 and said, I sent it to your Cash App for the internet payment. Well, thank you, Louis. I appreciate that. Caveat, unless you donate through PayPal, all of this gets stacked up by Google, and then they give it to me next month. But when you pay through PayPal, if you donate through PayPal, yeah, it gets there today. Anyway, Louis, I appreciate it tremendously. Stephen, thank you very much. And I guess somebody was reminding me just a minute, probably BW2. Hit the credits. See, this is that.
Old Timothy on the chat. Timothy on the chat. There's a big difference between convicted criminals and hostages.
I think we're going toward, yes, there is. And every one of them that are in prison were convicted in a court of law. So.
And what has the America's Most Dangerous Thompson done this week to offend anyone? I believe he was out there ranting and raving about,
who?
If you want me to, if Thompson, the Johnson, whatever he is, the fucking
Oh,
speaker.
Mike Johnson?
Tiny
Yeah.
John.
Oh, yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a plan.
He said that he wants to take us back to the 15th century. That some of the laws in the 18th century were quite good, and
Go take a look at who the
you
guy
lost your
is.
way.
Go
You
take
got to
a
reinstall the Gazpacho police.
go take
He's
a look.
dangerous.
Yes, he is dangerous. And how he got his ass up there in the speaker spot, the Republican Party should answer that question. How in the hell did
Not
y'all
even
vote for him?
qualified.
He is another one who is an insurrectionist. He's another one of the 147 Republicans that stood up and defied our Constitution.
He's the
Those
architect.
people. He is the one that came up.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, the big idea of the advocates going to the Supreme Court in support of Texas because we don't like their vote over there. Fuck you. Mind your own business in your state, baby. Be running around
think
trying
we're
to
both part
object.
of the
I don't
story.
want that state being counted. Well, fuck you. You know,
I'm a little more
He's such a-
concerned because I heard that he was going to be giving that J6 video stuff to Glenn Beck.
oh, I'm sure he's going to hand everything over to the right-wing media. Anything he can get his hands
You know
on
what they're
that he
going to do
thinks.
with it? They're going to chop it up into little pieces and show you all
All
the
the
good
peaceful
stuff.
guys just
All the
walking around.
peaceful
What?
people,
Look at it.
yeah.
Offices is Margaret. Isn't this wonderful? This is just so. It's terrible.
And then
that
spread
they're
it
trying to
around
take
like
it
we're
away
all
from us.
liars and whatever.
Let me
One
think.
of the Trump supporters has said that I was there. I knew it wasn't insurrection. I was on the steps, and I think he realised what he said. But he said they were all standing there singing "Not Kumbaya." It's not.
No. Here's the problem with all of that shit, Dave. We're all fucking witnesses. Every one of us is witnesses to what happened. There ain't no selling this as some other bullshit. It wasn't a Sunday meeting. No, you smashed through windows. You went in there demanding all sorts of shit. You entered the chamber. Come up here with
They
this.
murdered
Oh, it
cops.
was all come by. Yeah, you spread shit on the walls. You pissed on the walls. Don't come in here
We
with your
murdered
fake ass
cops.
patriotic bullshit telling me that they were all peaceful. Anyway, Van came back with another $2 and said, Mandela and Jesus? So, crucify him for 27 years. There's an idea. Accommodate the time, and you think
They murdered.
Jesus
They
nailed his
murdered
ass to the
police
cross.
officers. They straight up
They
murdered.
murdered
our
priests.
fellow man.
It was an
murdered
outright
police
attack
officers.
on this, and it was planned. You think
You
the
know,
Proud
it's really honest
Boys and
here
the
in
Oath Keepers
Texas.
and all
Why are
this
they
shit, it was just accidentally on the premises? No. They showed up with zip ties, baby. They wanted
Freaking
somebody.
QAnon Strowman was carrying a
So-
spear.
Yeah, with a spear. What do you...
And they were identified, the CIA, FBI that were mingling in the
But
crowd to see how dangerous the crowd was, did say there were Glocks being
let
carried around on people's hips.
You let Donnie get back in office, and that is exactly what the history books will reflect, that it was a peaceful demonstration where proud Americans stood up for the Constitution and saved the nation. Yeah, you let the Republicans get back in the House and change this thing from a democracy to something else, that's exactly what the fucking history books will tell. We hide history around here. The victor gets to write the history. Anyway, Mildred Ocasio just came back in with $5 and said, voting on Tuesday in Pennsylvania, wish us luck, vote blue. Baby, make it happen. Thank you, Mildred. I appreciate you. Yes, a lot of places having votes this week. So, and I'm one of them. So I'm going to be there, baby. Might even do a video. I don't know.
I had a couple of fellers tell me this morning that Putin is exercising his peaceful rights, peacefully and respectfully, going into Ukraine to eliminate Ukraine of the Nazis. Because, you know, I'm a Nazi hater, and I was telling these guys how I hate Nazis.
That's why he went in. Get rid of the Nazis.
You know,
That's what
if
it
we
was.
support Ukraine, guys, if we support Ukraine, we're supporting Nazis.
That's according to Putin, yeah.
You
According
know,
to Putin.
it's the truth, though. But the deal is, you know, there's more fucking Nazis in Russia, and I will always defend the people that are being invaded and not the invaded.
There you go. They didn't ask for this fight. They are defending a democracy over there. Are you shitting me?
People, they're in their own situation, and you know what? They're not NATO yet, but we are NATO strong, and we're not going to allow that son of a bitch
Thank you,
to
Joe
be
Biden.
halfway across Europe.
We are NATO strong. Thank you, Joe Biden, for that.
You won't be NATO if Trump wins.
No, no.
Nope.
If Trump were to come back in, he's going to do the same thing he was going to do. He was doing before. Walk around NATO nations and start kicking people in the shins. That's what he's going to do. Try to
when he's not
divide
on the
them.
golf course.
Jake Sellers came back in with a $20 donation. Jake, thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank all of you tonight for donating tonight. We better wrap this up. Huh?
How many we got on the numbers? We got a good couple hundred?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got
so,
about 200 and something right now.
If each one of us told two people,
hey,
if each one of us shared this video with two people, and we told those two people, share this with two people. Okay, just that one sharing, just me sharing twice, and that continuing on squared and squared. Okay, in 17 days, there'd be 1 million people.
Ooh. Well, we got the cream of the crop right here, 135,000.
In 17 days, we could have potentially 20 million people view this, listen to this, and have the invite to come and spread their way.
Miss Chick always points out those people that do
100%.
share this shit.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all. Share this
and
shit.
Not only me, I caveat a lot. I like that Tennessee Brando guy. Love the guy. Texas Paul. There's Robin Kincaid. There is a list of names out there. Virginia Woodley, Leo Sahaki. Everybody. You share this shit. You multiply those voices, baby. Is what we can do. But anyway, I guess we better wrap it up for the evening. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. James, I know you came in late, but brother, we appreciate your voice anytime you come in this room. And I like your dog, too. I'm just saying, I like your dog.
Thank you.
Good looking dog.
I was just going to say, I don't raise my hand because unless I don't have time to keep up with the news like all you people do, but if I have something I feel like I can contribute, I will raise my hand. But
brother, that's how come sometimes I tap you on the shoulder because what you do come in with is usually pretty damn good. So,
well,
your questions are spot on, buddy.
I just wish I could keep up with everything as much as you guys do.
You can't. It would consume your life, brother, because that's what it's done to mine.
And that's why we're all here for each other.
Yeah.
Being able to spread stuff on the general page on the Discord. Being able to put comments in the YouTube pages. Put comments in those TikTok
Look how
pages.
many eyes are looking at the news right now that are watching this right now. That's how many eyes are looking at different news all over the place. So we bring that all in here and we share that shit. Right. Anyway.
Well, I'm going to bounce out. It's always good to see you, gentlemen. It's always good to see my favorite pissed off lady in the whole wide world, Merce Benedette. You guys, I can't tell you.
Thank you.
I had a guy tell me this morning, straight up, that's the old boy with the big old beard down there.
That's that guy with that beard.
Yeah, that's the old boy. I'll tell you what, he is a good people. He is a fucking amazing guy. And he goes, yeah, he's got that gal on there that, boy, she's ornery. I said, you know what? Damn right.
Damn right she is. And you know what they say about pissed off women?
Now, John, you said you'd never give it up, but you said on the other show, you said if Trump gets incarcerated, you're going to shave. You remember that?
I said we'd discuss it. I remember.
No, you did not.
No, yeah, I don't worry me into a car. This is not only it's a personal thing with me now. I've never had a beard, and I remind people all the time: go look yourself. Beard production under Joe Biden is significantly up than under Trump. Go look at my beard right now. We're only 3 years. We got a whole other year before the election. And my beard is already longer than it ever got under Trump. Because it was too pissed off.
Well, we'll play some top when we get together. You can hit that cajon. I'll hit the guitar. We'll get some folks together here.
Let's do that. Let's thank Corey Burton, who just came in with a $5 donation. Corey, thank you very much. And again, James, thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate your voice anytime you come in.
Thank you.
And Michael.
I just want to jump in real quick and say thank you to all of you guys that keep doing this week after week after week. For those of us that are sitting surrounded by so much red, it does give us a home, and I appreciate all of you.
Well, I appreciate that because that's exactly where it comes from. A blue dot on this, not on, in my whole area right here, on my street. There's nobody like me on the street. And nobody likes me on the street. So that's the way that is. But it is hard. And that was where this was born from. Is that need for to have somebody. I've told y'all many times, this show means as much to me as it does, I hope, to some of y'all. I don't have anybody out here to talk to. I don't have neighbors I can talk to, go hang at the fence. I used to. 8 years ago I did. Now I don't. I used to have Christmas dinners with the family, Thanksgiving dinners. Not for the last 7 years, baby. We're not invited, not there. It goes on. It happens.
Like I said, brother, like I said, people got to hit their own rock bottom somehow, and we can be there to at least make that a gentle bottom and have a reaching hand. But we can't force anybody to hit their own rock bottom.
Don't underestimate the bubble that these people are stuck in. These people are stuck in a fucking bubble, and hey, they have to make a conscious effort to get a different opinion than what they're stuck on.
Yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of this, and I've seen so much of it, and somebody made the comment earlier, it's whatever their buddy likes. Whoever their buddy likes, that's who they like. Because most of them just aren't, you ask them about any issue and they just give you that stare. Anyway, we better wrap this up. It is. Anyway, we better get out of here. Where was it? KY. Thank you for coming in, brother, and thank you for all the sharing that you do. And I know you do a lot of work over there on TikTok sharing this shit. So
just being honest, my brother.
I know you are, and I appreciate the work that you put into this. So, but I appreciate you coming in.
Because I love you, brother.
I love you back.
That's the most important thing.
It is. We share that shit. And I'm not talking about the show. We're talking about the love. We share that shit.
That's the most important thing.
Anyway, thank you, Michael, for coming in. Let me see.
Thank you, brother.
We got Ozzy.
Thank you, my friend.
No, wait, who I got? Ozzy, I always tickled to see your ass in there. You know that, don't you? All you have to do is show up down there. I'm just waiting for that hand to come up. Come out. If you don't raise it, I'll invite. You know it. Because I love your perspective from outside, brother.
I always have had the idea that and this is going back to the harping on the other thing, which I just want to put to bed, is that I don't put my hand up because it's your show, and I appreciate you inviting me on to the stage, but I like you to format your show, and by formatting it is you choose the personalities you think you need, require, or the people's subjects matter for the day, and you format your show around that. The other side of it is that 6 years, 10 months ago, when I jumped onto the family and going to our lovely Bernadette, you think Bernadette is powerful now with her voice. Go back 6 years and 10 months and look at some of the old videos.
Yeah, go look at some of the
She has calmed down. She is much milder.
Really?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, y'all be careful. That woman will come back out again and get sued again. She's in there. She ain't going nowhere. She's just hitting around the edges of that shit. She can come out powerful, baby.
Yeah.
And I like that.
She's much calmer now. She's much calmer now.
We really have to pay attention and make sure that
but she doesn't lie.
Feels, no,
she doesn't lie.
No, and she speaks from her heart, and she speaks her truth. And she doesn't
mislead you.
No.
She doesn't use word salads to mislead you.
And she knows
so on that note, thank you very much for having me. See you next time round.
I hope indeed, Dave. Take care of yourself down under. We appreciate you.
I will.
Let me see.
Thank you.
I got to lean way to shit over here. Did I say bye to Uncle Fatty? Uncle Fatty, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Oh, he's muted up. Wait a minute.
There we go.
There we go. Appreciate you, brother,
coming in. Be safe down there, Dave. It's good to hear you guys. Good to be with you guys. Be safe down there, Dave. Looks like you guys got some weather coming in and stuff. So
everybody be good. Yep. Yeah, they're warning us about our government is using the word global warming. We're not scared to use the word in our government, and our government says it's going to be a stinker this summer because of global warming. And be prepared.
You'd think the world would figure out we got bigger things to deal with, like the planet. Anyway, let me thank Paul Christensen, who came back with another $10 and said, one for the cats, baby. Paul, Paul, thank you very much. My cats are I got too many cats. I got too many cats. Love every damn one of them. That's my problem. Anyway, Sisyphus, thank you, darling, for coming in. I appreciate that. You don't normally come in, and I appreciate you coming in and standing up the way you did, baby.
You letting me in, and as I said, I just really appreciate you guys and everything that you say. Bernadette, Mr. Chick, John, you guys totally rock.
Oh, we rock. See there? And that's from an independent source. We didn't solicitate that. You're not a paid sponsor, are you?
Are you
There you go. See? That's the way it is.
Check is in the mail.
Check is in the mail. Don't worry about it. It's good this time. Anyway, Sisyphus, thank you very much for coming in and using your voice, baby. We appreciate it. And to Misha Chick.
Yes, John.
Oh, baby. The silent, calm voice within all three of us. Between me, Bernadette, and Miss Chick. Miss Chick is the soft-spoken voice of reason.
That's because you can't hear me when I mute.
I know.
Mr. Chick is the spice and the sugar, and Bernadette is the spice.
There
Sugar
you
and
go.
spice.
Anyway.
Bernadette is. Let me just say, there's a
Chick,
difference between being angry and being passionate, and Bernadette is
She's
passionate.
passionate.
Okay, just
there
want to
is a
straighten that
difference.
out.
Because passion is what moves you over the line. Ask anybody in a good relationship. Passion, baby. It's all about the passion.
But Mr. Chick cusses like a sailor when she's on mute.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
I do. I really do. Shh, how'd you know?
We have our ways. We have our ways. Anyway, Miss Chick, I want to thank you. Is there anybody you want to call out, darling?
There are a couple. I also want to remind everybody Tuesday.
What?
Voting. 30
Voting.
states. 30 states
30
are voting.
states
But
are
you know
voting
what?
this week. On
That
Tuesday.
doesn't stop there either, because they're still voting on
There's
November
more?
14th, November 16th, November 18th,
At
November
no extra
21st,
charge.
November 28th.
Free
in
shipping.
Independence. There's Arizona, California, Nebraska, Minnesota, Tennessee, Louisiana, Florida, South Carolina, and Utah, and it looks like Mississippi all vote on things all month long. So
Everybody's got a right to use their voice this week. And that's
check your
the key.
ballots.
Check your balance. Check where you are.
your
It's not hard. You see the signs all over the places like anywhere else. There's signs. You know there's a vote coming up. Be
There's
there.
usually a state site that you can go to and see your ballot. So, yes.
Be prepared. Be prepared.
But anyways, we did have some people share this shit.
Somebody shared this shit. Who did share this shit?
Rick Jennings in New York.
Outstanding.
And Andy Birmingham in Arkansas, who is also a Marine.
Outstanding. Hoorah. Semper Fi, buddy.
There you go. David Garza in Texas. And I think he's your neighbor, John. I think he's your neighbor.
Good. Hey, outstanding. I need one here like him.
Yeah,
I need
you do.
one. I do.
John Schoening in Oregon. John Dugan in Tennessee, Terry May in Wisconsin, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I'll tell you how the first name is spelled. Jaap, Jaap de Groot from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands.
I'm sure I pronounced that all wrong.
Well, of course. That's our job over here.
I don't know how to speak the language.
Mispronounce
The Dutch
names.
have more fun.
Yeah.
Out in the Netherlands. Thank you so much.
And as always, John.
Yes?
We have to vote like our life depends upon it.
Why?
It does.
Because it does.
Because it does. And that's why we're here. And that's why we have all the fun that we have every week. To make sure that we just keep ourselves entertained until the time that comes to vote. And then we all get together and entertain each other after the vote so we get ready for the next vote. And that's the way it plays. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you so much. And,
You're welcome.
And Bernadette.
Hi, John.
Hi, baby.
I want to say thank you to everybody who stood up for me tonight. This is not the Bernadette show. It never has been. Yes, I'm passionate about the things that I talk about. Be lucky you don't live with me, okay? But I do want to say thank you to a few people. One of them is my dearest brother, Ozzy Day. You own my heart. You know that.
See, I knew he'd work his way in here and steal you.
All
I knew
my-
this shit.
always.
I saw it coming right off.
Always.
He's going to come in here and steal my
John, I want to thank you for providing a platform so that not just myself, but others can come in and use their voices as we have been doing for the last 7 years and one day. Okay.
yeah.
I want to say thank you to Johnny Fly, to Miss Linda,
Yeah.
To Deborah
to
Gerlach,
BW,
to
to
Lone Wolf,
Missy J, to Lone Wolf, to Deborah Gerlach, to a whole lot of people, to Louis Russo, who always steps up to the plate no
Always.
matter who
He donates all the
needs,
time, this guy.
always steps up to the plate. I want to say thank you to Michael Johnson for promoting this show. Okay? I have never prevented anybody from coming in here and using their voice. This is not my show. I'm just passionate about getting out the vote because I see a danger in this country that if we don't do something which we're
Indeed.
fully capable of doing, we're going to lose everything.
Everything's on the line.
Everything.
Everything. Democracy
Okay?
itself is
That's
on the line.
all that matters to me. I am trying to give information, and that's all. If
And
you
I
don't
love
like
you
what
for it.
I have to say, that's okay. I don't really care about that. I'm not in a contest to win popularity votes. I ain't running for shit. Okay?
No, but if you did, maybe you'd win.
Damn straight.
Damn straight,
Damn
baby.
Because I tell the truth, and that'd be a hell of a thing for a politician to do.
Wouldn't it be?
Okay?
We can
Vote
start
for you.
right there. We
So,
can just tell the damn truth.
thank you all for it, and tonight was just amazing. I spent a lot of time saying thank you to everybody who donated
Everybody who donated.
tonight. Thank you to the Patreon members, because without you guys, and that list is growing. The Patreon list is growing.
We've had,
Our list of users over here on Blue Dot, or in the Blue Room, is growing. There's over 600 users in the Blue Room, and that's amazing. Not everybody comes in. Not everybody uses it the
Not all
way
at once.
that us diehards do. But you know what? The information is there. It's available to them if they choose to.
Beth and Moose. Love y'all.
I'm more about peace than y'all even know. Okay?
Well, she's
I'm
just like
more
me. I'm all about
about
peace. But I will kick your ass if I have to.
If I have to, don't push me there.
There
okay?
you go,
'Cause
baby.
that ain't somewhere I really want to
No,
go.
that's what I
just
try to
wanna
tell
get out.
people. You don't want to meet the other side of me. I'm a
Somebody
nasty
else
asshole.
I want to say thank you to
Right.
is Bill Joins, because that man is out there busting
If
his
you
ass
have not
all
seen
the
him in
time.
the chat several times tonight, Bill
He's
Bill
always in the
Jones
chat.
is a voice for democracy. He gets out there and he meets with people, meets with groups of people to organize, to make sure people are ready to vote. Bill Joins does a whole lot. And a lot of people don't even see his name go by there. But we know
No,
who he is.
I do.
I do too.
I do.
I do too.
And thank you to everybody who was in the chat and holding it down tonight.
Anyway.
Y'all touched my heart, and I'm damn near in tears right now.
Well,
but I gotta go cook dinner, so
wait, I want to get that on
there's that.
Anyway, I love you, baby, and thank you for being here. And just like Bernadette said, thank you to everybody who donated tonight. Those names going by on the list, both in memorial and those on the Patreon list. Keep those in our heart, baby, because they mean so much to us. Thank you all for being so passionate tonight. We went way the hell over. 2 hours of this shit. Who can stand it anyway? I love you. We will be back here Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Until then, take care of yourself. Put a smile on your face. Best thing you can do is give it away to somebody else, because they need it.
Love you, Bernie.
I love you too, Mike.
I love you, Bernie.
I love you too,
Let's
John.
have a big
you
love
know
fest.
that's right.
Anyway, y'all
In
say
the Blue Room.
y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody. We will see you again on Tuesday night.